Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about how I depotted all of my lipsticks, not all of them, but these specific ones right here, and this is using the no heat method. So I didn't use any heat at all, I didn't melt them or anything like that. So starting with my MAC lipsticks, I actually ordered this palette online under the Pro section, or you can buy this on any Pro at any Pro store. And you have to buy the inserts as well. So the palette is $8, the inserts are only $3, so it's very inexpensive, and you just pop them in. So first thing you're gonna want to do is clean everything. So here I'm just spraying alcohol, plain alcohol, in every single part of the palette, in all the little compartments and divisions and everything, because you don't want nothing to contaminate your product. So this is very important. You have to clean, you have to use clean materials, a clean surface, clean hands, clean everything, because any little bacteria can just, you know, sit there, and you don't want that to be on your product. So that's a very important step. This is a depotting tool that you can get on Amazon or any beauty supply store. First, I went in and broke the lipstick on a napkin, and then I scraped everything else from the bottom until it was completely empty. And then I realized it was kind of like a waste of time, and then I just went ahead and broke the lipstick straight onto my palette. And then I repeated the process over and over again with all of my lipsticks. And then I just took my time and just really try to get them as even on the pan as possible, and I did that with all of them. After all, I'm gonna go back and flatten them out a little bit more after all it's done. So this is my nude sort of side of my palette, and then I kept going with brighter colors and deeper colors on the other side. And you have to play around with which shades you want to have on your palette. This is like a personal preference and time consuming, believe me. So then I went ahead after that, and I took my blow dryer on a very low setting of heat, and I just went over everything very slightly. I didn't want to melt the lipsticks completely, so I didn't just clean up the edges and the corners. And then I took cling wrap, a piece of cling wrap, and I put on top of my palette, and I started squishing it and flattening everything with my fingers, very careful. Because they are slightly melted, you can do this very easily, so be careful. So then I took a little bit of paper, and I just wrote down all the shades of the lipsticks, and then I cut them very small where they fit properly on the little squares or rectangles, I guess I should say. And then I put a piece of tape on top, and I just placed that right across from where the lipstick is. So when I look at it, I can see all the names very easy. It's very easy to understand, at least for me. That's what works for me. And then on the other row, I did the same thing, corresponded to the other side. So I really like this method, it works for me. And then after everything was done, I took a little bit of alcohol again and some Q-tips, and I cleaned out everything else that was just overboard on my edges of my palette. And this palette is absolutely complete, and I love it so much. So next I started the same way, and I bought Makeup Forever palettes, which are also $8. I bought these at the Makeup Forever store, and I believe you can also order them online as well. And I cleaned everything and also my depotting tool again. So then I started the same process. This palette is much different, obviously, and the pans, the actual like sections are much deeper. So it goes deeper, like down deeper a little bit more than the MAC ones. But I love them. And because I am super OCD, I wanted to have each palette according to the lipstick brand. So you obviously don't have to do that. But I do like both palettes equally. I think it's just, it goes with the brand, the feel of the brand. And when I think of Makeup Forever, I think of much more like a rustic, artistic sort of look. So I did not flatten them out at all. I just kind of squished them in there and broke them apart as much as I could. And I kind of went with that look because I really like it. It's just very, I don't know, it's much more artistic in a way, and I wasn't trying to make anything perfect anyway. So I love how they turn out. And I think this is even more necessary if you have Makeup Forever lipsticks, because they don't have shades or anything, that any hint of what shade it is inside of the bullet on the packaging, because it's all matte black and they don't have names for their shades, it's all numbers. So it's really, really difficult if you have a lot of Makeup Forever lipsticks. You have to kind of open them all out to see what's inside. So this was like a really must for me. And I did the same exact process. I cut them out and I put tape on top. So that is it for this video. As always, if you guys like this video, if you found it helpful, and if you learned something new, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!